Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. We ain't wasting no time. We coming in this thing. What's going on, T?
What's going on, Rod? How's it
Man,
popping?
I'm over here pissed off because I spent a whole last 20 minutes trying to do me a new intro so I can include my co-host on there. And it didn't work, man. I'm mad at that. I'm technically challenged over here, so maybe I need to get me a side hustle too and go to school.
hey, look. If you going back to school, it ain't a side hustle.
Hey man, it's good to be back on live and direct with my sister Tanya, also known as Event Yours. And I done messed up. See what I mean, y'all? I ain't even got the names popping up here right now. I just been one hell of a day. I've been in live streams and everything else. But we got a good show planned for y'all tonight, man. We're gonna be talking about side hustles, and we're gonna hit some angles that y'all are used to. We're gonna hit some things that y'all probably never thought of, and that's what T do on Event Yours of Spirits, and also known as Event Yours, and that's what Rod do on the Points Blank channels and Investing with Rod. But we come together because two minds are better than one, and then we get everybody in the comments jumping in and tapping in and helping us out. It just makes it a better situation. Before we go any further, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, whether you're watching from Points Blank Experience or Event Yours. If you haven't already done so, thumbs us up, like it, whatever y'all want to call it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Matter of fact, I always say this. Share this out to somebody you don't like, because if they busy watching us, they ain't got time to be messing with you. And with that being said, T, let's get this thing popping.
Wait a minute, before you start, what you sipping on?
I'm sipping on some coffee.
Some coffee. Some real coffee or the homemade coffee?
No, this came from QT, gas station.
Okay, all right. That look like a nice, durable cup.
Yeah, it's $3.34. It's paper, but it better be good for $3.34. And it ain't Starbucks. It better be good. So what you drinking on?
I'm sipping on some scotch, some Aberfeldy 12-year scotch today.
Some Aberfeldy.
Aberfeldy.
Oh Lord. Y'all, I'm drinking on some
12 years.
Oh, let me put that up there. Let me make that big. Hold on.
Aberfeldy. 12-year scotch, single malt whiskey.
Well, hey, for all the drinkers in the house, man, if y'all want to go get some of that, hey, y'all got time. We ain't going to be on here all night, but we're going to be on here enough time for you to go to the store and come back. If you got something at the crib, pour up a drink. That's what Event Yours is all about. Spirits and non-alcoholic and mocktails, but mostly cocktails. But y'all, Tanya, I want to talk about these side hustles. But before I get started, I gotta get over here and read something to everybody. I'm gonna read something that I came across. So this is an individual, and this is most of us, including Rod. I'm gonna read this here. This ain't no English class, so don't y'all be judging your boy if I misspell or mispronounce a word. All right, my 9 to 5 covers the rent barely, but it doesn't cover the car repair that came out of nowhere, or the dentist bill, or the creeping feeling that one bad month could wreck everything, meaning basically living payday to payday. They needed a buffer, something flexible, something that they could do without quitting their job or losing their mind. What do you think they did? They went out and they got a side hustle. And in case y'all don't know, it used to be called part-time jobs. It used to be calling selling newspaper, but now they just calling everything a side hustle. What you got for us, T? Let's kick it off.
Well, I mean, what do you call a side hustle? I mean, and are all side hustles only for money? You know, sometimes side hustles are for connection. Sometimes side hustles are for preparation for another time. Sometimes side hustles is, hey, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not making enough money, or I don't have the ability to make enough money, or I don't have the resources to enable myself to make enough money. And you just need something on the side to get them coins. Maybe you're not making enough coins, but there's a lot of side hustles out there. But what are some of the reasons people get side hustles that you've known, that you feel have either where they work or don't work? What's your thoughts, Robin?
I think really lately, and when I say lately, I don't mean this week or last week, but I think I got notes everywhere. I think a lot of people, the economic situation, You know,
1 second. Did you just pull out a notebook?
yeah, old school, man. I'm old school, y'all. I got a number 2 pencil to go with it in case I make a mistake, man.
The wide rule notebook. Well, at least it's not the one with the
Now it's
black and
college
white
rule because
specs
I
on
wanted
the
to
front.
save some money, so I did college rules. Wide rule too wide. I can get double the words over here, man. I ain't got time to be. So y'all, we joking, but I'm for real. This is how I was thinking. I was like, man, that's 2 notebooks in wide rule. If I get college rule, I can squeeze this in. But yeah, I got the notebook, and when I pull out the notebook, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be serious and funny. But I'm gonna tell you, really persistent inflation. You know, when I say persistent, it's something that keeps going. Like inflation keep right when we think we got over one little bit of inflation, something else goes up. Something else. I remember eggs went up for no reason. I saw chickens. I saw chickens everywhere, man. What I'm gonna tell y'all what I didn't understand. Now y'all help me. How come the eggs went up, but the 2-piece at churches didn't? That let me know some chickens some damn where they were laying eggs, but out of the blue, that's how they do it. They just raise. I'm telling you, man, if we stick together, we got to eat. But if we stick together and stop spending money in all these places, maybe they won't keep raising prices. But that's another live stream. Housing costs. If you got a mortgage, unless it's adjustable, you're pretty good. But if you renting what used to be the cost of a 1-bedroom, now is the cost of a no bedroom. Well, it used to be the cost of a 3-bedroom that trickle down to a 1.5 bedroom. Ain't no such thing. So you're probably going to get a 1-bedroom. You heard me? Now, with that, right now we're entering what Rod called the side hustle zone. Next, people scared they're going to get laid off. So some people ain't waiting until the rock hit them upside the head to get a side hustle. Some people are thinking ahead because they got that anxiety and they want to make a way, and they're starting early. Now, and I'm going to talk about something about that in a minute. And now, I think one of the reasons people get in side hustles, y'all think about this. Some of these jobs that we can get now, we used to couldn't get. And we is me. Like, let's just say I wanted to be a resume writer. I probably wouldn't have did that, but now I got a friend that I can just talk into my phone and say, hey, man, create this resume. This dude ain't really did enough for 10 years, but make it sound like he did. Next thing I know, I got a beautiful resume. Technology has lowered the standards, and so everybody want to get in on the pie. That's my thing, Tanya. That's why I think the side hustles are.
You think okay, so let's touch on some of the ones you talked about. You said inflation, right? So I get that. Some people say, hey, everything is fine. I'm making enough money to do what I need to do and what I want to do. However, prices are going up and I'm going to need some extra funds just to make sure that I can just to make sure I can continue doing what I want, right? So inflation, is it really for I need more money, or is it because I want more money? There's 2 different things there. Then you said people are afraid of losing their jobs, right? Is it really that they're afraid of losing their job, or is it that they just want to say they don't want to put all their eggs in one basket? Because, don't forget, there's, before this wave of technology where you can actually utilize it more efficiently and effectively, there wasn't too many, you actually had to go out and get a part-time job. People who did stuff on their own, it was like, oh, they are entrepreneur. They got they got them a small business or whatever. Well, a hustle is not the same thing as a small business. Okay. So what does your definition say? What's the definition? I'm gonna read what the definition of hustle is. So definition. Oh, it ain't want to give me. Hold on, y'all. It ain't want to give me the definition.
We might have just triggered something.
I know, right? Hold on a second. I guess it was like, no, we ain't gonna tell you. Okay, so a hustle, okay, is a force someone to move hurriedly or unceremoniously, okay, in a direction. That's a verb. That's the action of a hustle, okay? Informal is to obtain by force or action, okay? Or as a noun, busy movement activity like the hustle and bustle of the city. Okay. Informal, a fraud or swindle. The hustle's being used to avoid the draft. Okay. So you got to understand when we use the word hustle, most of the time people think of that last one that I just said, a fraud or a swindle. Somebody trying to get over on me. Someone's trying to, swindle me out some money and all that type of stuff. Right. So, but that's not what we're talking about today, right? Or are we? You sure? Because we can use hustle in two different ways. You get some hustles that are valid. I'm making some money because I need some money, and it's extra money. I'm not punching a clock. I didn't get a business license for it, so it's considered a hustle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other end, it can also, your hustle, your legitimate hustle can also be a hustle, right?
Right.
By means of whatever in order to get that money. Is it a hustle? Is it a swindle? Or is it just another way to get some money? If you think about it, is it? Because when you think about a hustle, you don't have a business license or whatever it is. I am doing something that either you don't want to do, or something that you like to do, or something I can just get out of you because you know, right? So which hustle do you have a hustle, Rod?
Well, I like how you put that. And y'all, just in case you don't know, we don't script these. These are coming from the dome, from the brain, as we are an opinionated series, live and direct. Now, to answer your question, I grew up with a hustler. My father was a hustler. He was that latter one you just spoke of, the last thing. He was in the streets.
He was the pharmacist.
And yeah, the definition of it, well, he was in agriculture at first.
Oh, agriculture.
Then he moved into pharmaceutical.
Okay.
So y'all got to read between the lines. But from that, my definition of hustle, the way he explained it to me, the way my father explained it to me, was, son, you make a way for your family by any means necessary. You may not be proud of it, may not be right or wrong. To me, that's a hustle. And that's why I kind of wanted to do this, because so many people out there do what you just said. We say side hustle. Do what I do now, Point Blank Network, is that a side hustle? No. It was envisioned as something to do at first. But then immediately after that, when I saw the potential, it didn't become a side hustle. It became a business, something that I was creating and steamrolling and building up to what I wanted. But I never said, yo, I have a side hustle. I used to tell people, I don't have a side hustle. I need the people in the back to hear what I'm saying. I'm working on a business. Mm-hmm. That's how I looked at it. And I kind of mentioned this to Tanya, even though it's not scripted. And I'm going to say it, and she can elaborate, and I maybe said it too early, but I don't want to forget. When I created Point Blank Travel, my flagship channel, and when I first came across, it wasn't when she first started, when I came across Tanya at Event Yours, I'm going to tell her story first. She said in a live stream, it was because she had a business and she was going to use YouTube to start not only having the revenue to fund the business, but getting the practice, because you were going to do events, correct? Mm-hmm. The one thing I'm worried about in my life is losing my memory. That was a couple of years ago when she said that. When I created Point Blank Travel, I wanted to create knowledge for people to learn, to, you hear cash is king. That's true. I say credit is the whole damn monarchy. It's the king, the queen, the prince, the princess. It's everybody. But how could I get that out to the people? Now, was I going to hustle people? Was I going to charge people to call it credit repair? No. Am I investing with Rod so I could say, hey, y'all send me $2,000. I'm going to tell you how to. No. I just go on there, shoot it. I got a video right now I'm working on. I just shoot it because I wanted a business, but I wanted a business for learning. Not like Tanya just said, the way we can be looked at as a side hustle because we're hustling people out of their money. I'm not taking any money from anybody. Neither is Tanya. We're giving knowledge for free 99, and I promise you, we'll give you the 99-cent back, baby. So it's free. You heard it right here. That's my difference. Sorry, I'm long-winded tonight, Tanya.
That's all right. But let me ask you this though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first, hey to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I'm taking forever because I'm talking too much. Hey, y'all, that's me.
Hey everybody. I'm gonna say hey to the folks doggone it. If the host don't do it, the co-host gonna do it. Hey, Grateful Heart. What's up, boss bitch? What's up, JJ? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Keisha? Rico?
Oh, I can do that, Tanya. Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
No. You worry about the comments. You flag it since I can't flag them.
All right.
Rico, YOLO, Jerry Allen, talking about Tanya drink bougie on a Monday. Ain't nobody drinking bougie. I'm drinking what's on my bar. What's up, CJ and Cerise? What's up, Jags? What's up, Cruising is Fun Anytime? Is that Cheryl? Is that you? Let me see. We got Big Rick in the house. We got Shays in the house. We got MC in the house. What's going on, MC? We got Ron Allen. I'm about to say Rona Allen. I think we got Sledge in the house. What's going on, Sledge? What's up, Teresa? Laylab, sorry. Laylab. I'm just saying hi. Gerard is gonna get all the comments and tag them because I can't put them over to the side. Hello, Dreamy. Hopefully, I'm not forgetting anybody. If I do, blame my eyes, not my heart. What's up? It's AJ. I think we almost done. Hey, Evolving Lady, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I gotta say hi to everybody. I'm sorry. What's up, Lisa J? How's it going? Lisa J been putting out some stuff, y'all. Y'all don't know, y'all need to go on over to her channel. What's up, Tag for short? I think that is it. I think we're good. Oh, we got Maine. What's up, Maine? We got Loving Myself. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, we got your favorite couple in the house. What's going on, your favorite couple? We got the Nichols.
Hell, I think we got half a YouTuber here. That's why I ain't want to speak to everybody. But you keep on going because I need them watch hours, girl. Keep on.
HD, what's going on, HD?
Speak to people that ain't even here. Hey, Billy.
You need to stop. What's up, Scrubber Ground? Scrub the ground. Scrub the ground. I like that name.
Ooh, scrub. Boy, that's the same thing.
What's up, Vicky? Yeah, we good. I got everybody. We got everybody.
All right, y'all. I done started some stuff, and if I ain't got to you, blame it on my heart. Don't charge me, because I ain't got no money. I'm looking for a side hustle. No, I'm kidding. Let me get back up here. So I did see some serious stuff up here. I got to go back down here. So the first thing I have here, my new side hustle is farming. You know, from what I want to thank the 32 people that are in the house right now. You could have been in here, but you're here with T and Rod, and we're going to definitely give y'all something to think about tonight. But would anyone look at side hustle back in the day as farming? Some people you looked at it as a way of employment. Some people looked at it as they had land. But now they're saying it's a side hustle. What do you think about that one, Tony?
I'm the wrong person to ask that because remember I got kicked off the island last time.
Oh yeah, we need to have Jesse asking for a friend up here.
Yeah, I'm from the city. Even though I live in Georgia right now, but I'm from the city, and I just never thought of the side hustle to be more work than my main job. So anything that is labor intensive, very physical, I'm not going to do it. If I'm not behind a computer or if it's not something that I can write down or just use my brain mostly, I'm not doing it. So no, back in the day, I would never have thought that farming was a side hustle, but do understand, you got to understand where was I back in the day, right? If I grew up around, maybe in the South or maybe where the farm agricultural areas are and is prominent, then you would do it, right? So I'm not talking against it. I'm just saying you asked me what my thoughts were, but I could tell you this much: those people that are farming and homesteading and all that type of stuff, when apocalypse come, those are folk we gonna be looking for. Cause those are folk that's gonna have all the chickens. They gonna be like Noah's Ark. They gonna have two of each animal, and they gonna be able to multi-produce so they can make some more animals so we can eat breakfast, eat dinner, eat some steaks, eat some chicken sandwiches, and they're gonna be growing some wheat and some rice and some vegetables, and they're gonna have their little bunker and everything. Those are the people folk need to get to know right about now, because when the apocalypse come, you're gonna need to know somebody in high technology, somebody closely tied to the military, so you can get access to getting some information first, and access to somebody who can keep producing so you can eat. So those are the three, to me, people you want to keep close. Hey, Keisha.
Big facts, y'all. And we're gonna get down in these comments. Y'all bear with us because there's a lot of people in the house, and I appreciate everybody being here. Meet and I said our side hustle, Amazon pays for our YouTube shenanigans, their award show, a cruise that they just came off of, and a book that they have about to drop. And they work, but look at how they're using it. Now, as a finance guy and a person having an investment YouTube channel, they're using what some may call side hustle, some may call business, whatever we want to call it right now, to, in my opinion, create more revenue. So they don't just have a side hustle to make it, they have a side hustle that's regenerating.
That's right.
They're enjoying themselves along the way. You know, they write a book and they're gonna take a cruise.
Oh, it ain't just no book. We ain't about to act like it's just a book. It ain't just no book.
Let's talk about
this history is going down in history. So it ain't just no book. I ain't even gonna downplay it like it's just no book.
Matter of fact, I'm about to upplay it, and I hope I ain't saying too much. When Anwar first created this, him and me, I told them they had a diamond in the rough. When they first created their channel, now they have a book. I let them put it in because I can't remember the title, but I let them put it in the comments. But it's featuring cocktails, which is Tanya's expertise. She can speak more on that, from Black-owned spirits. Tanya has her own drinking. I forgot what the name of it is, but I don't even think I ever knew the name of it. But you're talking two people that brainstormed and took an idea, and I'm sure they had maybe input or something. And now, what did you just say, Tanya? Creating history? Mm-hmm. Yep. The reason, because I didn't know where they are in their promotions and stuff, but the reason I kind of scaled back on it is because I didn't want to say too much. And will always tell me I talk too much, so I'm trying to be quiet. But Tanya, I'll let you tap in on that one.
I said what I had to say.
The
book is you gonna see it, all Black-owned spirits, Black family, coming from the Mecca of the one place you can go to get nothing but Black-owned spirits. It's nothing like it. There's nothing else like it. You will not find it on the market. So make sure y'all get y'all pocket.
I think Tanya froze. She'll be back though.
Whenever that book drop, so y'all can go on out there and pre-order it. Okay, we're gonna pre-order the book. So you be the first ones to get it. And we're gonna get it out there. And so therefore, much respect to Meet and I with their Black-owned spirits book.
Yeah, I want to pull this one up, Tanya, because I like what I'm gonna go with Yolo said. And a lot of people, if you think you don't need it now, also think about tomorrow. She said she won't side hustle or extra income. We're gonna call it extra income in relation to retirement. She doesn't have a pension. So what's in my 401k and savings is it. And I'm going to tell you, I was on a live stream. I can't remember who, but the pensions, people over 50, maybe the last group that possibly even have pensions available to them. Now, I'm not saying the only group, but they're one of the last of the Mohicans.
I'm a Mohican.
I'm a Mohican because I got a pension that I'll get until the day I'm laid to rest. But right now, if you have a 401k, great. Shout out to you. If you have a savings, great. If you have investments, but you may want to create your own retirement fund. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, I've been investing since 92. We're talking about side hustles. I know this is not a investing channel, but I'm still concerned I may run out of money before I run out of time, if y'all feel what I'm saying. So, not scared, but concerned. So, but I like that, YOLO. All right, so PB is live and horizontal. Yeah. Don't tell nobody, because then some people might wake up and come here and start messing with me like the trolls. So another thing I want to talk about. Tanya, what do you think? I think we're gonna probably have some fun here. What do you think one of the top side hustles is today?
Actually, I have a list, because I had made a list of some side hustles that are out there that I feel that are like some either weird or strange or whatever, but is really making people money. Mm-hmm. And one of the side hustles is OnlyFans. OnlyFans. There are people out there catering to people's fetishes. And this is a fetish. Some of y'all may be blessed with the pretty feet, so you ain't got to show your face. All you got to do is dress your feet up every day or whatever. You take some feet pics and you put them up there, and it is massive. And let me tell you about the average earner that put out foot pics. Now, when I read y'all this, y'all probably all of a sudden gonna be like, let me go get a pedicure and let me go start posting some feet pics. But I'm telling you, there's no discrimination in those feet pics. I always figured, folks got to have like those real pretty supple looking feet. The toes got to be aligned just perfect, and the nipple. No, there's folk that just like feet, period. It just doesn't matter. You get folk that like ugly feet, folk that like good feet. So let me tell you, people are posting feet pics on OnlyFans, mini vids, and Fan Central. The earnings, y'all ready for this? $1,000 a week, minimum, average. Just saying, $1,000 a week to send somebody your feet. Lisa J. Stotts put some feet pictures in the comments. $1,000. That is a retirement fund right there. You do that for a year. That's $52,000. It's 52 weeks in the year, right?
Yep, you're right.
$52,000 a year with the minimum. We're not even talking about if you dress your feet up, make it look like you're washing your feet or dressing it up, might put a little shirt on it, a little, I don't know, jewelry or whatever. And they said that it started trending during the pandemic. It said it grew by 200% in just the year 2023 to 2025 alone, and it is still climbing. It's one of Forbes top trending in moneymakers. Can you believe that? I'm curious to see what some of these feet look like. Like, I want to know what $1,000 foot a week look like. What kind of foot look like? What does it look like?
I can't
I'm just curious to know, because let me tell you, if I look at that foot, you might see my feet on somewhere. I ain't lying. And then look, y'all gonna be like, Event Yours ain't talk about liquor no more. Nope. Because all I gotta do is post some feet every time I take a shower, go to work, get into bed.
I wonder, do you get more money if your feet wet? Since they're over there getting fetishes and stuff.
You get some people that take their feet and like rub it on something, or look like they trying to cook with all kinds of stuff. Folks do all kinds of stuff these days.
I wonder, do they have preview videos, like trailers? I mean, what if you
Why don't you pull one up?
Huh?
Why don't you pull one up?
Pull one of what up?
Pull one of little foot thing. See if they got some previews, Rod.
No, I ain't pulling up nothing. No, man, we got a live going on. Oh, no, I don't know nothing about no OnlyFans. I'm my
All you gonna see
OnlyFans.
is feet. All you gonna see is feet. That's not.
If you pull it up over there, and I'll share it over here.
I can't because you the host. You got to pull it up.
Well, I guess we ain't gonna do it. Y'all see how they be trying to suck me in? The old ride would have been sure. Let me find it for you, but no.
Look, let me tell y'all something. Anybody who's a mod in here, if y'all can find it, put the link in there. I'm gonna click on it.
Yeah. Put y'all find some toes, not with minus the jam. You don't need no jam.
Look, you might find some people who like that too.
Lord have mercy, y'all.
Like
I tell you, I don't like that. So don't pull that up. So y'all, on a serious note, man, I'm sitting over here thinking I'm not gonna do it, but if you have some nice looking feet, we're not saying you're gonna get $1,000. But let's just say you get half of it. That's still $26,000 in a year for showing your feet. Do you have to talk on there?
52,000.
Yeah, I said, but if you get half, it's 26.
Oh,
but
yeah. That's still a nice little part-time job that you ain't got to do nothing but take. I had my sister's friend, and I won't say which one. I'm gonna keep her identity. She was walking around in the store, and she said this man was following her, and she had on flip-flops. Okay. And she said that her feet wasn't even, she had just got out the shower. She ain't like lotion up. She just showered, threw some clothes on, went to the store so she can get back home. And she said, she kept looking at the man. She was like, what you followed me for? And she said, the man said, I like your feet. I'll pay you $50 if you let me take a picture. And I asked her, I said, and what did you do? And she said, I'm serious. And she said, and if she ever wants to say her story, I'll let her come on so y'all know that I'm not lying. And she was like looking like, you like, are you serious? And she didn't pay him no mind until he kept asking. He said, yes, I'll pay you. You just let me take a picture of your feet. And he paid her $50 cash. And all she had to do was take her foot out her flip-flop. And he took 3 pictures of her feet, front, side, back, and he was gone. That was it. I thought she was lying. And my sister said, no, she wasn't lying. You let somebody come up to me, ask me for a picture of my feet. I'll be like, 50. I'm gonna need you to give me 100. What you want? And if he said, well, I give you 100 if you let me take a picture of both your feet. Where you want to go? I sit right here. Where you go? Here's a toe. What you want?
Now, I'm gonna flip the scribble, y'all, man. Cause with all this AI stuff, I don't want nobody to have their feet on somebody else's body. I mean, I'm just saying.
Look, folks be doing. Let me tell you something. AI to me is like plastic surgery nowadays. You get the girls with the fake bodies, and then you get the girls with the real bodies. But because you see it so much, people forget what the real body look like. So then they question the people with the real body because they so used to seeing the fake ones. Then the same thing with AI. You see AI, we know it's out there. So when you see something that's too good or something that's great or something that somebody actually took their time to design, you automatically feel like, oh, that's AI. And to me, I just think that, and I know that's a whole nother conversation, but I just feel that there's just too much fakeness going on that people don't even know is real anymore.
Lord have mercy. Well,
I know.
So you think the number one is OnlyFans, and not just feet, but OnlyFans in general. But feet is an option.
Feet is an option. Feet is the most. I would say foot, hand, anything that doesn't show a person's face, and it doesn't discriminate you, right? Think about it. It doesn't incriminate you. You know what I mean? It's like, like I put it you this way: if you had employees and you find out that that's somebody's feet, how you know that's somebody's feet? You don't know what their feet look like.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna even care. If I got an employee, and I ain't gonna be having no conversation about I got a problem with you having your feet on OnlyFans. I'm not.
But guess what? The first thing the first thing the employee will say, what you doing on OnlyFans?
Minding my
How
business.
you know my feet are on OnlyFans?
Yeah, you're
See?
right.
That's why most of them won't say nothing, because it's like, in order for you to know, you had to be on there, right? Okay, exactly.
Wow.
What about dog poop removal services?
You know, I had a conversation with my other co-host, and she was talking about walking dogs, dog walking. Now you saying there's a dog poop removal service.
Pooper Scoopers is a multi-million-dollar niche in the United States, especially in suburban areas. Services and charges is between $100 to $300 a month per client, with some operators making $50,000 to $75,000 a year.
Hold up. You mean to tell me people out here
You can walk around scooping up shit? Yes.
And I'm gonna give y'all the perfect title. Just say you're a pet excavator. You say
Pooper Scooper is the official name. Pooper Scooper.
I ain't gonna say that. That don't even sound cool.
Pooper Scooper. That's what it is. You shoveling shit. That's it.
And you say how much they make it again?
$50,000 to $75,000 a year. We in the wrong business.
You ain't lying. And here we are.
Who in here would scoop some poop?
I'm going to the bottom, and I'll be back up. I'm going to the bottom. I just want to see who gonna be shoveling.
What's up, Reaper?
Reaper, you Lord, I know the comment. Lord, have mercy. Tell you if you saw all these comments over here. Hey, Scrubby Down said, sign me up. Meaning I said, pass me a shovel. I don't be looking for y'all out on the street. I'm gonna go to nationwide pooper scooper tour. See who out there really gonna keep their word up in here. It sound good in these comments, boy. You go home. Oh man. But you know what though? That's another thing. Tanya.
Yeah.
You started this whole live. I was saying this stuff. No, we might have been talking about that backstage. It's stuff out here that people can make money, but who wants to do it is the question.
Look, okay, I put you this way. Right now,
I would.
Well, we've only named two things.
Who
in here would take pictures of their feet for $1,000 a week? Put a picture of a foot in the chat.
Hell, I'll do it for $100 a week, but my feet don't do it no more. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Have these dogs out there.
Put a foot emoji in the chat, or type foot, or just say me, whatever.
We're going back up, y'all. We're going back up to what the mother comment was.
Folks is putting feet in the chat.
Lord,
folks putting multiple feet in the chat.
Yeah, they gonna do that. Now I believe they'll do that. Now we'll see them before we see them poop.
Okay, now who would scoop some poop for $50,000 to $75,000 a year? Put a poop emoji in the chat.
Can you tell us where to apply?
You can apply wherever. They said it's in suburban. Usually it's your client, so you just have to, just like walking dogs. People just have to know that you offer walking dogs. So you would just basically advertise your business, and then that's it. Oh, and the best thing about this, guess what?
What?
People gonna pay you. What's that, like under the table? You ain't getting no taxes taken from it. Yeah, unless you get somebody that want to Zelle you and do all that stuff. Like, I ain't nobody talk about no Cash App. CJ and Teresa, I would be the pooper scooper king.
Man, you got these comments going crazy over here talking about showing toes on one spectrum and then.
And then going to the poop. Hey, look, the feet was number one. The pooper scooper was number two. The third one, and probably most of the farming folks, Jerry Allen put like 13 feet in the comment.
Boy, this is crazy, man.
Worm farming is another one. It's worm composting. It's a growing business. So those of you in the gardening business, farming, homesteading, all those things, fishing, bait shops or whatever, worm composting is a growing business. They said a small worm farm can make $500 a week or more. The larger operation scale of about $5,000 a month.
Hey, Tanya, let me blow your mind. You don't have
What?
to be a farmer or a homesteader because I know what a compost is. Thanks
Okay.
to Just Asking for a Friend,
Yes.
who's a homesteader.
See?
Y'all go check
See?
out Just Asking for a Friend. And she does, she has a whole video on about a compost. Y'all go check it out. Now, but would you
Uh,
do that, Tanya? I can't see you doing it. I
I
just,
ain't, I ain't, I ain't, I ain't fucking with no worm.
I ain't heard you mention that you'll do but one out of the three. Would
What
you be a
I
pooper
I
scooper?
scoop, I poop. Okay, it depends on how I scoop the poop. If it's like one of them big long things, you just walk around and you just chuckle, and you put in the bag. You know when people
Yeah, yeah.
pick up the trash, I would do that. Yes, I would.
What if you got one of them little Easter basket shovels and you had to do it with
Oh hell no, no, no. If I gotta get down there and do that, no, that's a little bit too much. If I'm just walking and I just see some poop and all I do is take the big long stem and it scoops it and put it in this bag or bucket or something, I would do it. I sure would, but it have to be in the suburbs. You ain't gonna see me doing that in no damn city because that's a whole lot of poop over there.
All right, what's next on the list? I can't wait to hear this.
Um, ain't well. I don't think this is strange, but a pet influencer accounts.
Oh, hell no,
So
everybody
people
doing that.
people use their pets. They are making an average of about $2,000 per sponsored post.
Can you
For
say that again? Because I've been telling somebody. Can you say that one more time?
$2,000 per sponsored post.
You have enough money to pay that pooper scooper then.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so but let's talk about that for a minute. And I know this is probably another subject. Don't let me rail off, but just talking about the whole pet thing. I have no issues with pets. I understand there are people who love their pets. Their pets is part of their family. They pets replace children that they either don't have, couldn't have, or maybe they moved out the house and this is their companion or whatever. My thing is this. I just find it hard to swallow that companies will issue and provide pet insurance benefits with your job, but
What they
you
do
can't
that?
get coverage for an elderly parent or somebody that you're taking care of. Is that backwards or what? So you can get health insurance, life insurance for your pet, prescriptions, surgeries, x-rays, just like you would get health insurance for yourself. They have an option and companies to cover your pet, but they will not cover an elderly parent that you may be taking care of and maybe one of your dependents. I have a problem with that. That's it. That's the only thing I want to say about that. Okay, let's get back.
We will. Can I give my 1 penny?
Sure.
That is ridiculous.
Yes.
That's my 1 penny.
Insurance for a freaking pet. That's all I got to say about that. But what comments you got up there? I see you got a lot of stuff starred and stuff, but you ain't saying nothing, Rob.
Well, that's because you had me over here bamboozled with all this other stuff that you was talking about, these toes and all that. That's gonna be over here making $1,000 a week and all that.
Oh, wait
All
till
right.
I get to the next. Wait till I get to the next two.
Hey, this is something y'all need to think about. Sledge Inc. team, who I've had the pleasure to work with, Tanya know as well. He is in the travel and the finance niche and the points and miles. He said one of my hustles has an EIN.
Mine's too, Sledge.
Same here. The other is investing in my friend's business. See how people are taking what
Yep.
hustle or whatever we want to call it and regenerating even more revenue. That's really, if you're in a situation you have to get a side hustle to survive, by all means, you got to do what you got to do. Remember, I told you that was a definition my father gave me. But once you get that taken care of, morph into that regenerating revenue if you can. So
Mhm.
I like this here. Meeting I said hustle or get hustle, the American way. Now, I said what this next line about 4 years ago. There are two types of people in this world: those
Mhm.
that are in the parade and those that watch the parade go by. And I can tell you, the only time I watch the parade go by is when your boy's at Disneyland in California. Any other time, I'm smack dab in the middle of that. You know what? That's all I got to say about that. Appreciate that meeting. I say hashtag chat Boulder. All right, next. Interesting. I thought I wanted to build my channel for one occupation, but now redirecting to something quite different. That's a good
Mm.
point, man. Just because you get one side hustle and it doesn't pan
Yep.
out, try something else or try a side gig, whatever you want to try. Don't get deflated because your lifetime dream has been able to do this one thing. It may not even be what's going
Yep.
on now. With the way
Yep.
technology is moving, you may have to go to something different. You got to
Mine's
go to
changed.
yours changed. Oh
Mine,
yeah.
mine's changed, but not too much. It just redirected because I was looking at the cost, the overhead cost.
Mm.
So my YouTube channel was to get the name Event Yours out there for events, right? And the whole thing was it was going to be spirit events, you wine tasting basically. So it was, oh, I'm going to open up a tasting bar. That was the first thing. It was like, that's what I'm going to do. Open up a tasting bar, event facility, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
And then I got to thinking about the cost that would take, how much staff that would take, all the overhead, all the licensure, all of that things. And I'm like, okay. But then I'm also, since I've been in the YouTube world and I'm seeing what people are liking to do, I done changed it. So now Event Yours won't be a storefront, it's going to be on wheels. So
Ooh.
it's going to be the big party bus or a fleet of party buses where it's going to be diverse. You can go to the distilleries, take them to the distilleries, right? Spirits. It can be you want a tasting, we're going to do it on the bus, or I'm going to take you up into the mountains or to the other places where you can go and do your tastings. Or I'm going to take you out of town, or it's going to be a group, some sort of a trip, or I'm going to do parties on there, or I'm going to take you for bar crawls across and throughout the different cities and stuff. And then the whole purpose is to go to different states and say, hey, this bus is going to be here this week or these 2 weeks. We're going to be going and doing bar crawls here. Or, hey, we driving to Kentucky because we're going to be doing the Bourbon Trail over there. You see what I mean? So that's where my mind has changed. So I'm like you, Yolo. It may have started off with one thing, but as you start to evolve and you get into it and you understand what the population wants, needs, or what your wants and needs are, then you pivot and do something different. But it's still all about the drinking, though.
You bring up a good point, Tanya, because a lot of people are under the perception or the belief that I have all these channels just to make a whole lot of money. Or no, it's because I started wanting to talk about points and miles. Then I saw a need to switch because people weren't traveling as much. They were in an economic situation where they needed to maybe invest and save more money. And then I wanted to show how everybody, through what they say lifing, I said, well, let me just come up with a place where people can go kick it and laugh. And that's where Points Blank Experience. So each, instead of coming up with something different and saying, well, I'm not doing it anymore, I just kept adding on until I feel like, and now I'm there, my plate is full.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to add on anything else
Right.
until I am properly managing what I have. I want to bring up something, tell you that I know you are one of the most organized people I've ever met. And I know you probably work with, if I'm not mistaken, numbers and stuff. But what about these side hustles that people don't think? They hear their friend talking about it and they jump right in. I'm going to tell y'all one right now. I guarantee you. DoorDash, Uber Eats, being an Uber driver. People, they hear their friend talking about they dropping off fries and eat half the fries on the way and burgers and stuff. But they I mean, that happen. Oh, your food cold, they ain't even got to knock on your door. They just leave it outside. They ain't got to do nothing, man. It's so easy, man. I'm making all this money. But what they don't tell you is the wear and tear on the car.
Yep.
The cost of gas. Insurance could go up if you're crazy enough to tell them you're driving 50,000 miles a week. And now your side hustle revenue has now become a liability.
Exactly. Right.
People don't think about that, man. They just see the glamour, but nobody want to go through the sweat or want to hear. Matter of fact, forget, you might want to hear it, but people ain't gonna tell you the rocky roads, as Keisha said. They ain't gonna tell you about them back roads. They gonna tell you about them paved streets. Keisha, I stole that from you. I'm gonna put that in my. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. But seriously, I'll tell you what. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? You know,
I tell people all the time. They people, you know, they see the glory, but they don't know the story. That's how I live, and I can tell you that when you get people who look from the outside and they be like, "Oh, I can do that." And then what they fail to ask is, what does it take to do what you do? That never seems to be a question. Usually they say, what do I need to do it? And that's all they ask. Oh, you need a car, you needed this, you needed this. You need to sign up, you needed this. And they're like, okay, good. But once they get in it, they realize like, oh, wait a minute, this isn't as what I thought it was, you know, because even with YouTube, it's like, it takes up a lot of time. It takes up a lot of time. That is one of the reasons y'all do not see Pretty Timmy often. Y'all may see me. You may not see him all the time. You know why? Timmy is handling the house because my ass is on this screen. I am doing recordings. I am meeting up with people. I am thinking of information. I am writing out my schedule for the month. So he is doing the other piece as a teammate while I'm doing this piece. Okay? Because I can tell you, it is not an easy thing. And anybody who is doing all of this the right, when I say not the right way or the wrong way, but if you're doing it to where you're consistent, where your people know this person is going live on this day, this video is coming out on this day, this is going to come out on this day. It takes consistency, and that means you got to keep doing it no matter what. There's other stuff. You got family, you got friends, you got kids, you got husbands, you got wives, you got other things that you need to do. And because you're in this YouTube community, they don't talk about, well, you also got to help support other people too. So you got to put time aside for that. Trust me, there's times when Timmy is like, if you don't cut that goddamn YouTube off, I'm so sick of hearing folk talking about this XYZ. I'm ready to just turn the TV on. Turn an actual movie on, please. And so that's just what it is, But what ends up happening is you can get stuck in it. But no, nobody really asks, what does it take? How many hours does it really take? How much effort does it really take to do what it is that you do? And I guarantee you, if that was the question people would ask before they say, oh, I can do that. Before you do that, ask the person, can you tell me how much effort you have to put in to do it? I guarantee you, if they told you, you'd probably be like, you know what? Never mind, I'll do something else.
I'm gonna tell you what these little, I don't even want to say the word, these little people at my job when I started YouTube, did what they told me. They said, hey, Rod, all you need, and this is true now, all you need is your phone and some lights. So I went to Walmart and bought 2 lights.
All you need is phone and lights.
And a tripod. They bought me a tripod. They bought me because they wanted me to make a fool out of myself, and I did it too. I did it. So do you need to go spend thousands of dollars starting a YouTube channel? No, but one thing I won't tell a person, all you have to do is turn the camera on. That's true. But if you want to really make some revenue, it's a little more than that. I mean, my whole day today, actually, I've been live Thursday night, Saturday, I skip Friday, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, I'll be live. Tomorrow night with Just Asking for a Friend. And then Wednesday, I'll probably do something else. So This is not faint. I'm not for the faint at heart. This is not as easy as people make it sound. I ain't made $1 million yet. They said, oh, you get on YouTube, you'll be a millionaire. They probably told me that too when I first started. I don't know, but no, man, you got to grind. You got to put in that time. And that goes with anything. So, hey, man, we got a lot of people in here. I did see some comments. Just asking for a friend says she got some pretty feet. They should pay her $2,000.
I know I saw her comment earlier. She said she got some chocolate in the fridge. I guess she gonna drizzle some chocolate on there for the folks to see her feet.
That must gonna be about 3,000 right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
MC said, I was outside right now, listen to all these dogs with dollar sign. I'm mine. Oh, okay, man. And hey, we got some heavy hitter Reaper. Keep it. Everybody here is a heavy hitter. I'm not gonna single anybody out. So Meet and I said, pass me a shovel. Let me see if I start anything up, man.
Let me say, Reaper said, and only because I saw it, Reaper said that over in Japan, they selling dirty draws in the vending machine. Let me tell you something. I believe them because it's not the first time I heard it. There are sick people. There are sick people that want to smell. There are sick men that want to smell women dirty draws.
Now, let me say this, y'all. This here is for put the kids up. So are there dirty draws or are they perfume worn underwear? There's a difference now.
On your tail, on the coochie, and it's you don't want them a few days, and you put it in the oven. I'm pretty sure they looking for the pheromones is what I'm gonna call it.
I don't even know how to put no eyeballs from this little stream you are, but Lord have mercy. She said, hey.
Reaper said Rod about to open his vending machine in Atlanta.
Man, you must be Reaper, you up in my head or something? I'm trying to say if they doing it, I ain't gonna be doing mine, but I ain't gonna even say nothing, y'all. Let me
here go, hold on. Lisa, what's the stocks on that?
Yeah.
I'm people doing on that.
Hey, it's gonna be double D for dirty draws.
Let me tell you something. I kid you not. Let me find a population for that. I will tell folks, look, I need you to wear your drawers a couple of times. I'll reach out to all my family members, all my friends, family, everybody. I'll be like, mail me your dirty drawers in the Ziploc bag because it's going in the vending machine. I'll pay you $3 for them.
Hey, House of X, y'all need to listen to this. They said OnlyFans and those sex sites are quick hustlers. Now, I tell you, they are some salespeople, but I'm gonna tell you, some of the most profitable people in the world are hustlers. But I agree with that. You gotta watch it, man, because you might not always get what you think you're about to get. I'm just gonna say that there. Hey, Scrub the Ground said she done found a new career starting tomorrow.
Okay. Which one you doing, Scrub the Ground? Which one you doing?
I don't think she's gonna be scooping the poo, but I don't know though. Hey, Lisa, thank you for the gift. Just like little Kim posed, man, I think we at the bottom there. So now, man, let me see if y'all alone. Tanya over here talking about.
I got.
Yeah,
let me tell you something. I got 1, 2, 4, 5. I got about 5 or 6 more that I guarantee you y'all will probably lose your mind and be like, let me sign up today.
Let me say this. If you're in a marriage or relationship and your spouse asks you what you've been doing, don't say Rod and Tanya had nothing to do with it. And for the people that's gonna get new career, for the people that's gonna get new careers, we'll take thank you in advance.
Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure if your spouse see that money coming in, as long as you're not incriminating yourself, they can give a damn what you doing. They be like, show them damn toes. They'll probably be like, you better wash them feet when you get in the shower.
Hey, you get your nails done this week, you know they're gonna be looking for them.
Exactly. So how about getting paid to sleep?
I would have been broke a couple years ago because I had insomnia. But so they do sleep tests, right? Like
yes, sleep studies. You get paid to sleep, though.
Don't say that.
Private sleep clinics pay participants for research. So everybody knows about sleep studies when you have sleep apnea or whatever. But if you sign up for some research, and this is a good college student hustle, right? No different than going to sell, going to give blood, going to get plasma really get you some good money. Plasma get you a couple of $100 when you go do that versus donating blood. But you can earn about $2,000 per study, depending on the length and complexity. Mainly because there's a rising issue with sleep health issues. Let me go let me tell you something. Let me go call the university side tomorrow and be like, y'all got some sleep studies. You gonna pay me to sleep? Oh, I'm joining in. Go on, pay me. You could pay me $500. It ain't even got to be the $2,000. How many times you need me to sleep? Because I sleep every night.
But if I ain't mistaken, Tony, I don't know if they expect anything like a special time. I think they just study you while you are sleeping.
That's it. Yeah. You literally sleep.
Hell, what do you call that?
Yes, that's it.
Man, you ain't got no how to apply for these jobs. I'm gonna Google it. How do I get paid to sleep? I'm gonna Google it.
It did. You go to it said universities. They didn't say which universities.
Hey, YOLO, you're right. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. They don't want to do the work. And hey, man, a lot of people here say they'll do both. Just as to say, I do all of it. Scrub the ground side, do both. Going through some of these things real quick, tell you. Reba said, hell no, I wouldn't be able to sleep out at night with my feet picks out there. Hold up, man. This is y'all. I know this got to be CJ. He said, I'll take pictures of my feet for less than this. Is CJ. We already do that. Hey, man. Look at it. Fats the tree. Y'all, man, look what you done started. You done started a foot epidemic. Can we?
Yeah, look. Scooper. Yep.
What's the next one? Tell you, I can't wait to hear
Professional cutler.
What you got to do with that? With some knives?
Platonic cuddle services.
Oh, hey, man, ain't it, y'all? No,
okay. This ain't a lie. Look it up.
I believe you. So
it's an agency called Cuddle Comfort. You guess how much you get paid an hour to cuddle?
Okay, I can't wait to hear this, but I'm gonna break this down for anybody thinking about applying for this one.
$80 an hour. $80 an hour to cuddle with somebody. And sometimes more if they like you cuddling with them, they want you to come back. They said social isolation trends have increased demand by 60% over the last 5 years.
So they paying people $80.
They paying people to lay down and cuddle. I'm about to go ask my husband, look, do it matter who I cuddle with? I ain't doing that.
Hell yeah.
They're like this I'm just hugging them. That's it. I'm just cuddling.
Tell you believe that if you wanna. I tell you what. Y'all go over there, believe this cuddle buddy stuff if you wanna. Cause ain't no way. Man, I tell you, okay, who's gonna do this? Because now I can see maybe men. I wouldn't do it, but ain't no women going over there to cuddle with no dude talking about $80 an hour and I'm lonely.
Look, let me tell you something. As long as there are protective services, I think that each one that I said today, except for the worm farming, I would have to subcontract that out to somebody.
Oh, see what you hold up, tell you.
I would do all of them.
All of what?
I would do all the ones that I named, except for the worm one.
Well, Scrub the Ground said, thanks to Tanya. She didn't say nothing about Rod. She said, thanks to Tanya who reading the list. She just uploaded a picture of her feet on YouTube.
Let me tell you something. Everybody do a test run. Take a picture of your feet in its worst condition. Take a picture
right now.
Take a picture of your foot in medium condition, and then take a picture of your foot in its best condition, like you really trying to like model for a foot agency model or something. and just see what responses you get. And then come back to this live comment
Get some
and
money.
let us know. And just let us know. Just say, hey, when I posted my crusty feet, like when it's crusty, like not necessarily everybody ain't got crusty feet, but in its natural state, you know, before I lotion them or whatever, they looking kind of this is what happened when I lotioned them, had my little pedicure. This is what happened. And then this is what happened when I put, you know, like a little glistening on it, a little makeup, a little, you know, little bedazzle on the toes or whatever. Just, I'm telling you, just do it. See what you get. I guarantee you. Rod, I guarantee you, whoever do it, if they see how much they get back, I guarantee you're gonna get some foot people out there.
So you how many of y'all going to cuddle with somebody you ain't never met, could be in a bad situation? You don't, man, I ain't doing that. It did. If anybody just think about this, man. If somebody is paying people to go cuddle with them, Tanya, that's a serious issue. I ain't going up in there.
Maybe they want their mama and their mama gone.
Well, I ain't gonna be their mama, their daddy, none of them, the cousin, nobody. I ain't know. How many people do that? How many people go over there and cuddle for a job? Yeah, you're gonna be doing more than some cuddling. I don't know what else you're gonna be doing, but y'all, yeah, all right. Reaper Wild. Reaper Wild, man. Hey, okay, hold up. Thank you for saying that. This is from Jerry Allen. Thank you for saying that about pet insurance. That's a business I want to start fighting. Prior authorization for medication and procedure people need and pay for, but insurance denies.
Yep. It's serious. I mean, literally, I was shocked. I was like, you mean to tell me that in my annual benefits enrollment, I can sign up a damn dog or a cat or a parrot or whatever pet you got, but I can't sign up a family member that's my dependent that is of elderly age that actually need the coverage? That to me is just doesn't make sense.
Man, I don't know if I got a headache or what over here. I really don't. I mean, but this is wow. So, okay, what's next, Tanya? I can't, man. I don't know if I can take no more of this.
Pet food taste tester.
Oh, okay. Who gonna sign up for that one?
I ain't signed up for that shit.
Pet food test taster. Yo, it's people. Yo, we ain't put. It's people really doing this stuff for money. Now we're talking. While y'all thinking about this, we're talking about people not being able to get insurance, but pets can. But it's come down to, for a side hustle for money, people are tasting pet food for income.
Tasting pet food. Let me tell you what they pay. Oh, hell no. Y'all got to pay me more than that. $30 an hour for critical feedback. Rising pet ownership increased demand for quality testing. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Everybody said I ain't tasting no goddamn pet food. I know people who like to watch Two Girls in a Teacup and they be making millions. I don't like watching stuff like that. Two girls in a teacup, like sitting in like a fake teacup. What or is it like two dolls in a like little teacup? Okay. Let me see.
Man, I'm going through it. Where's my cut? Y'all. Hey, love and live. So what's going on, y'all? Said I'll do a sleep study for $1,000. I'm on my way.
Okay,
yeah.
Facts. I'd be like, I'm about to go to sleep. Y'all need somebody?
Hey, I agree with that one, love and live. My husband would not allow me to cuddle with no one but him. Hell, I'll pay you $1,000 if it come to that.
Hold on a second. I ask y'all something in a minute. Hold on. Let me call T. Let me call Timmy.
Yeah, let's get our third, y'all. Timmy
Hold on.
makes special appearances on the show. Sometimes in person, sometimes via satellite. Today it's gonna be via satellite.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. You keep going.
Hey, honey, I got you on live. Say hey to everybody.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
Timmy, brace yourself, bro.
I got a question. So we're talking about side hustles. And so one of the side hustles that folks are doing are getting paid to cuddle with people who have, I guess, social isolation problems. Would you let me cuddle, like if they paid me how much, what, $80 an hour? $80 an hour to cuddle with somebody.
Hell no.
Why not?
I'm like Home of the Clown. Timmy don't play that. So why would I work hard? I'm a king. There ain't but one king at Timmy Johnson Castle. And ain't but one queen. I don't share my toys with kings. I definitely don't share my queen with peasants.
Okay.
Get my queen all dirty and nasty. There's the juice all on me.
They ain't nobody putting no juice on me.
Getting peasants juice all on me. No, a king don't share his queen. The only thing I share is conversation.
Okay. All right.
That's
So
it.
so would you scoop poop for $52,000 a year?
Yeah, I scoop a little poop. It depends on. I scoop poop now. I work for the government, so it ain't no different.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I guess his answer was no.
No, his answer wasn't no. His answer was hell no. He had a whole speech ready for that one. He must have knew you was going to ask him that one.
He
Hey,
said he ain't sharing nothing.
everything has a line where you don't cross regardless of price. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that cuddling thing. Now, I wouldn't do that to my partner, and I wouldn't expect my partner to do that to me. And that's it. Now, this here is blowing my mind, y'all. You never know what you're gonna find on live or direct. This is Rico Bizarre Foods. Now it's making sense, Rico. You really living up to your name. I already eat pet food on my channel.
Oh, Lord
I
Jesus.
definitely need to go get that job. Get in my belly right now. Who channel you on? You got, oh man, Rico.
Look, I already know everybody about to jump over there at some point. Yellow said, Tanya, you tried it.
Now you want me to test you? I'm good. $30 an hour. That's an insult. Hey, what up, Chill Will? What's going on in the he's everybody, man? Thank y'all for being here, y'all. Ooh, Lord, yeah, don't get in trouble. Two women in a teacup they play with. Oh, Lord, hey, man, I'm gonna let you see. Rico, you got some wild stuff going on over there, don't you?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, y'all read it in the comments.
Women in the, yeah, that's a fetish right there.
That's crazy. Just asking, speaking of chill with extracurricular activity. What up, Timmy? Y'all, hey man. I tell you, we ready for the they might be ready for the next one. Hey, tell you, I don't want to hear it. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm going to the bathroom. I don't need no jokes. I don't need to hear about no diapers and all that. I'm going to the bathroom. Damn it.
I ain't saying nothing. We know you need your bathroom break. Go ahead.
Hey, y'all, I love. Hey,
put your avatar on. Put your
she
avatar
won't accept
on.
me as her brother, y'all. But tell you, my sister, I'm trying to. I don't even want to be at the house. I just want to be in the family. Her and Pretty Timmy. Hey, y'all, give me a second though. I gotta hear this before I go, so I can process what you about to say.
Okay. Fake text breakup message writer.
Oh hell, I can do that.
I do that all goddamn day.
Look here, you ain't. You know what? You ain't never been nothing. You're sorry, boy.
Copywriting freelancers earn by writing messages people don't want to send themselves. All you doing is texting something. So why would you not want to send it? They don't see you, right? So if they don't see you, what's the difference? You get $50 per message. Plus premium rates for full relationship coaching text packages. I don't understand. There are people who are paying someone else to break up with someone else by text. Would you do it? Love and Live Show said I'm sending 1,000 messages. Oh my God. He said, I can do that job. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. It's I don't get it. There are people that I would do that. Like, why you can't send your own text message? Is it because you're gonna send them? I'm wondering, is this the same? Are they supposed to act like the person breaking up with the person? I don't know. But anyway, yes, that's what people are doing. People are getting paid $50 per message to break up with another person. Ridiculous. It just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I think
Sorry about that.
that's fine. $50 per message to break up with somebody on text.
How much?
$50 per message.
Oh, actually,
I'd be like, bye, bye, Felicia. It wasn't good. Sorry. Like I'll do whatever it is it need to take. It don't take that much. YOLO. Generation X has no problem. No, we do not at all. We have no problem letting you know all of that. Those are the hustles that I got, Rod. Those were my hustles for the night that I figured was the strangest hustles out there. There was other stuff, but I'm like, those things was very, like, obvious, basically, but nothing crazy at all. But those are the ones that I thought that was a little strange. Some I think that most people would probably do. Exactly, Reap. 100 messages, $5,000. Man, listen.
I mean, we have told you, and I know we're making light and being funny here, but a lot of people are doing this, and you got to think people right now are paying for things that they've always wanted to do. Now they can make it happen. Like, I guess moving their feet and all this other stuff, teacups and all that. But a lot of people have money, and a lot of people don't necessarily have money, but they don't have the time. And they're paying people to do some of the things they may not have time to do. And it's a lot of people out there with money that just refuse to do certain things, pick up the dog poop, I guess. But one of the things that I saw, and I know a lot of us have said it, it's work out there, but who's willing to do the work? Mm-hmm. That's the question. Who's willing to do the work? And I'm not talking about the some of the things you don't believe in or may not fit your style, but there's work out there. If you're in a position, you may be surprised what you will or will not do.
Mm-hmm. Now, with that statement that you just said, whole nother segue. Don't know how deep you want to go into this.
Let's go.
But do you think that people's circumstances determine what they would and won't do? For the love of money.
I think it used to. I think when I said used to, I grew up around people and I overheard them. I'm not saying people told me this, but I've overheard when I was probably a younger whippersnapper. And I heard some people maybe talking to my parents said that they had to go do this, that, or the third to put food on the table. Mm-hmm. People are still doing it. They're just doing it in a different way. Back, and I'm going to go back, and y'all, we about to get a kind of grown and real right now. People would go stand on the corners and get paid. They're still doing it. They're just doing it via technology. It may be going to OnlyFans, looking at this, that, or other. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I do think sometimes, that's not even a situation. Some people just say, hey, it's a lucrative business, let me jump in. But I think coming from a male standpoint, if you have a wife or significant other and you have children in there, and you don't even have to look at them. You can feel it. You can feel it in your heart. They may be hungry. They may be cold. They may be no water in the house, no lights. They can't even do their homework. I guarantee you, as a man, yes, you will get out there and do whatever the hell it takes to make sure you don't have to feel that. You don't have to look at them. You don't have to see them. You don't have to hear them cry. All you got to do is sense it in your heart. Women are nurturers, but a real man gonna feel that some shit ain't right with his family. That's my 2 cents on that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So do you think that it's okay for certain hustles if it's a ends to make them, if it's a means to is it ends to make a mean or a means to an end? God damn it, I forgot the goddamn saying.
I can't think of it. I know what you're talking.
You know what I'm talking?
Means to the end. I mean, yeah, we know.
Means to the end. Right, exactly. Like, does that give it an excuse?
If you're not physically, emotionally, or mentally hurting anyone, and that's a wide spectrum, I just said. If you're not hurting anyone, I think there should be some limits, but I can't sit here and say what the next person's limits should be, because everybody's situation is different. You know what, Rod, you got to have morals. You got to have some type of morals with what you do. Let's start there. But am I going to judge a man or a woman for getting out on the corner and doing what they have to do to really and truthfully put a roof over her head or food in their stomach and live? It's not my place to judge that. And I'm going to say this, Tanya, I think that's part of the problem. I ain't got time to look in the next, go wherever you driving tomorrow. Don't try this for real, but think about looking in the next lane over here for a whole mile and not looking straight ahead in your own lane and see how quick it take you to have an accident. Mm-hmm. We're so busy looking in the next lane and not looking in our own lane. I tell you what, half the time we wouldn't even know what Jimmy or Betty is doing if we just worry about our damn lane.
Right. That's true.
I know I gave you one of them political answers, didn't I? But no, really.
It's all right. It's all right. Reaper said the worst hustle is the ladies selling their farts in the jar to men. Lord have mercy. Reaper, where you be looking at stuff? Like, and I know it gotta be international. I'm not saying that they're not doing it here, but I'm sure it's more international that they doing some weird stuff like that. You'll not you all. As long as you're not scamming people, I can't knock the hustle. Well, that is true. True words. That is true. You know, so are there any side hustles that any of you deem, or even you, Rod, that deem like that's just unacceptable?
I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's some.
No, that's like unacceptable. Like, I don't care how bad the situation is. That is not a hustle. That is
that cuddling thing ain't gonna.
That cuddling thing is harmless.
Yeah, well, I don't care. It's non-negotiable for me. But I will say this here. I'm a firm believer, and I've really adopted this thought process over the last, say, 5 years. People are so quick to say what they will and won't do, but we really don't know until we're put in that situation. So it's hard for me to say right now that there's not anything I wouldn't do. I don't know. But I really believe that, I'm sure I have morals, so there's some things I wouldn't do. I could think of something right off the top of my head. I'm not taking anybody out or nothing like that. But when it comes down to it, some of the things that people frown upon, I'm not going to say I wouldn't do, as long as it's not illegal and as long as I'm not hurting anyone in any form or fashion. I'm not going to say I wouldn't, because I never know what I may or may not do unless I'm put in a certain situation.
So prostitution, is that legal?
No, that's illegal.
Is it?
Well,
Where? They got a whole bunny ranch over in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, now, is it illegal or legal in certain states?
Okay, it's legal in certain states.
Yeah, that's one thing I never understood.
Should prostitution be legal everywhere? Is the question.
Boy, you actually you go answer this too?
I'm asking. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I just can't understand how you could tell someone what to do with their body.
What you mean you tell? Okay, see, that's your mindset. See, he was already in pimp mode, y'all.
Yeah, I wasn't
no. He was already in pimp mode. Did y'all hear him? Prostitution has nothing to do with a pimp.
I didn't say a pimp.
Prostitution is somebody, it could be a man or a woman, that uses their sexual techniques to bring in some dollars. It's a barter. I'm going to give you something, you're going to give me something. I'm going to give you something you need, you're going to give me something I need. That is what prostitution is. Men and women do it, and no, you don't need a pimp to do it. The whole purpose of the pimp, from what I understood, was the pimp was really there as protection, meaning when you're out there with the Johns, that they're not killing you or hurting you or getting what they want and not giving up the money. Basically, that's really what the pimp was supposed to be for. But I'm like, you don't need a pimp for that. You just need some good security that you pay to be able to, neutralize that situation. But should prostitution be?
When I going back, I wasn't in pimp mode. I'm really, my answer is, and I hadn't even got to this comment. I think it should be legal, and going with what, that's just asking for a friend. And people should be able to do whatever they want with their bodies. I understand the service for a service. And I think, like, right now, I have to ask, is some of the stuff you see online, is that a form of prostitution?
Oh, you mean like on social media, people just showing off stuff or whatever?
They giving a service,
okay.
They giving a service.
Well, whatever. I mean, if you say centerfold is porn, then I guess yes. But no. I look at like the Instagram and social media, like what you're saying. I look at that as more like centerfold, Playboy type stuff.
I think the common answer here is it should be legal. And I think at the end of the day, why can an entity tell someone what to do with their body? And then again, like you just said, that ranch in over in the West Coast. Why is it cool over there but not cool over here in this particular location?
Well, let me tell you why. Because most of the stuff that's not legal is because Uncle Sam hasn't found a way to get taxes on it yet. I'm telling y'all, anything that used to be illegal that is now legal is because they have found a way for Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam has found a way to get his part. I need my taxes. I need to put some fees on it. So then that way, when it is sold, I get my portion. Okay. That's basically all that is. Now, I have heard some people say that wives are prostitutes because they're married. If they don't work or whatever, they're basically getting paid for satisfaction. I'm like, you know what?
There were some boring people. They just
got some stuff. They just do. I'm just saying, this is just stuff that I've.
And when you do research,
who actually said that, yeah.
When you do research like Tanya did, you'll be amazed at how much stuff you find that you never thought of.
All kinds of stuff.
But like escorts still exist. That's a fancy word for it. Just asking for a friend said, right at Tanya, talking about the tax part, and then evolving. Lady agree with you as well about the tax part. Sled says it should be legal. House of X just cracking up. They over here like me. They just
Community
enjoying the ride.
trade, Austin. Community trade, but
And it like right here, scamming, trafficking, I can't rock with those.
yeah, I don't agree with the trafficking because trafficking is against someone's will, right? Now, if someone want to do it because they want to do it, that's your business. But when it comes to hustling and enforcing people to do stuff, that's not a hustle, that's a crime. That's a straight up crime. That is something that I think that's the only thing that I'm willing to go to jail for. Is if I go to jail because I see an adult taking advantage of a minor, a young child, or even a baby. Yeah, there's some sick people out there. I have no problem going to jail for that. No problem going to jail for that. I think that those type of individuals need to be put up under the jail or just capital punishment, to be honest with you.
And Jerry Allen said, not that I agree with prostitution, but why shouldn't a private service be just as legal as an escort service?
Because it's all about how they advertise it. That's the difference. Prostitution is about, you're getting paid to have relations. Whereas an escort service is, I just need some arm candy and I need someone to talk to me and I need someone to rub my back. Or like earlier, I need someone to cuddle with me. Or, it might advance to, hey, can you whoop me? Or, hey, can you do this? Because let me tell you something. And I think we talked about this on another, not us, but another live, and I can't remember where it was, but we was talking about the S&M community.
Uh-huh.
Folk that pay people to whoop them or beat them, sign me up. I'm ready. Give me the belt. Give me the whoop. I will whoop your ass all day long if that's what you need.
Just asking said domination.
I will whoop you as much as I can. You like this? Fine. I will whoop you. Let me be down and out for some money. And somebody tell me, I'll pay you $5,000. I just need you to whoop me until I say the safe word. When you want me.
Well, see, you said a mouthful a while ago that I'm gonna come back to this, everybody beating, whooping each other. But that, like with the escort, that is more, I'm not gonna say a facade, but it's kind of a facade. Be my date or be this, or and if we really hit it off, then we may go farther. But when you're talking about prostitution, in my opinion, you're going straight to the cheese. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't stopping at no. I don't care who got a gala going on. I don't care what movie premieres out. We ain't doing none of that. We ride by all that straight to the cheapest motel we can find. We ain't going to be there all night. So don't even order nothing. Don't go in no refrigerators. And we out. Y'all, I'm just saying. That's the difference. So, but if they change the game and not be over here, but like someone said, a private service, and maybe get a different mindset, I don't think it should be nothing wrong with it. Now, going back to this, y'all did a thing about, so I just can't believe people out here talking about just whoop my ass first.
Let me tell you. Hold on, let me tell you something. Let me see if I still have my. There are people today in Vegas. I went to Vegas for the first time in for New Year's, and it was the first time I vlogged ever. My first vlog, period. And you know, down there on Fremont Street, you got a whole. I look at Fremont Street as if I'm walking down like, you know, Broadway, 42nd Street in New York. There's this lady out there dressed in S&M with a whip, and people were paying her to take pictures while she was whooping them. And I'm like, just out in the open. Just out in the open. And I'm like, and this man was so happy to do it. They was waiting in line for her to whoop them with, I'm talking about, I'm not talking about no little whip. This looked like a whip that you whip like a horse. Like, come on, horsey, come on, horsey. I'm telling you. And he was on all fours. He was on his hands and knees, his butt in the air for her to whoop him. And he was just laughing and giggling. And I'm just going, what is wrong with these people? They were in line to pay $25 to get whooped and get a picture.
See, I watched a movie on Tubi one time, probably about 2 years ago.
Lord, Tubi. Okay, bro.
You know, I ain't mentioned that in a long time because I don't watch it no more, really.
Okay, before, keep your thought. I just have to say this. I tried looking at Tubi one time.
Well, you ain't give it a chance.
Let me tell you when I tried looking at it.
You ain't give it a chance.
It was during Christmas. It was during Christmas time. And y'all, I'm not lying. I need y'all to go on Tubi and find it. But it was something about how the Grinch stole the bitches. That was the name. That was the name of the show.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
How the Grinch stole bitches. I promise you.
Oh, man.
I promise you. So guess what me and Timmy did? We said,
oh, boy, the numbers
we looked at each other and said, let's see what this daggone movie is about. Turned it on. I swear it looked like somebody recorded it with a phone. And I was like, this some BS right here. I think we watched maybe about 30, 35 minutes of it. Let me tell you what happened in the first 30 minutes. The Grinch was getting out of jail. Okay, the Grinch was getting out of jail. And he was going to look for his friends because he was mad because Santa was starting trouble when he was in jail. So he said when he came out, he wanted to steal he wanted to steal Miss Claus. Basically, he wanted to get Miss Claus. He came out. He went to go look for his girlfriend, his baby mama, so he can get the slobby tobby. Got that done. Then he went to his friends' houses and was like, "Where is Santa or whatever?" So they went to go find him. Santa was out delivering packages and stuff during the daytime now, just during the day. And he went and told him, and they had a little altercation back and forth. And Santa said something to him to make him feel bad. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you." So then the Grinch goes and find out where Miss Claus is hanging out. Miss Claus is hanging out with the hoochie mamas in the hood over at the house, and they just drinking and dancing and stuff. So here come the Grinch, shows up with his friends, and then the Grinch end up sleeping with Miss Claus. So then now Miss Claus is scheming with him to get Santa. And I'm like, I said, see, I told her, I said, we got to turn this off because this is some BS. And we did. We turned it off. And the first thing we said was that goddamn Rob. I said, oh, he kept talking about Tubi. This the one thing we look at on Tubi, first 30 to 45 minutes. And I was like, ain't no Tubi for me. Ain't nothing on here.
You should have treated it like a restaurant and told me you wanted to order something else because you should have gave it a second chance. Now, I ain't watched it like that in a couple years, but I'm going to tell you what I saw. I don't remember the name of the movie. Y'all got to go look for it yourself. But this guy, kind of what we talking about with all that cuddling and stuff you was talking about, he had this fetish. He liked to see his wife with other people.
Oh, okay.
Well, his wife
he was a voyeur. Okay.
Well, there's one dude that he hired, and he would watch, but this one dude came, and him and the wife got in cahoots, and had the man sign some piece of paper to do something,
A
that he thought he was.
non-disclosure or something?
Well, no, he thought he was signing over to something, but basically, I don't know. He signed his wife over to the dude that was getting the service.
No.
So now, that dude that had no say so in nothing, and the wife was in on it the whole time. And I ain't gonna tell y'all go watch.
See, that's no, ain't nobody gonna go. Don't go watch Tubi. Do not watch Tubi, y'all. Do not.
I'm just telling you.
watch
Hey, at least you weren't talking about the Grinch stealing no, what you just said. But hey, I gotta pull this up. Tell you this here one here.
Okay.
This is probably the best hypothetical or whatever question I've seen tonight. Okay, if you had this, you can read it. Situation, and you are whooping your client, and your client has a heart attack and die. Should that person be charged with murder, or are they just doing business?
Well, there was a person in this YouTube community that did do that who does that. And what was told to us was they usually sign waivers in paperwork to waive any responsibility of whatever. Because you get people who like to be whipped, you get people who like to be smothered, you get people who like to be choked, you get people who like to be gagged, you get people who like to be hurt to a certain extent until they say the safe word or whatever. And sometimes they just forget. I don't know. But they usually have that type of clause to release them from. Doesn't mean that the people don't go to court or nothing like that. It just means that it doesn't hold up. So that's all I heard. I don't know, Jerry Allen. I have no idea. But that is some scary stuff. But just think about it this way, though. Let's just say it's not that extreme. What would you do if I always wanted to ask this question? I'm asking this to the chat. How many people in the chat, Rob?
24 real homies.
I'm gonna ask the 24 homies in the building, and those of y'all in the bushes, please come out. What would you do if you were cheating on your spouse and you went and had relations with someone else and they unalived during the situation? How would you handle that? And I know that's a whole nother, I know this ain't got nothing to do with hustle, but let's just say you was hustling because that was your sugar daddy or your sugar mama, right? You hustling because you give them services and they give you pocket change, buy you purses, buy you coats, help you pay your bills, whatever it is that they give you. But when it happens, same situation that Jerry Allen gave, but this is, how do you handle that person? Do you call the ambulance? Do you leave? What do you do with evidence? Like,
ain't no sense in leaving because your DNA might be there. That's number one. You might well stay. But first of all, you shouldn't even be in this situation. But let's say you are. I don't think he. Man, what would you do? I'm rarely speechless, but one place you may want to try is church if that's what you believe in. But you might as well probably go and kiss your marriage goodbye. And then bigger than that, you might not even be out no more. Even have to worry about no marriage. I mean, that's like these are things that could really happen. I know this ain't part of no side hustle like Tanya said, but and going back to that safe word, even in this situation, other safe. But I got to answer this question. Let me get back to the safe word. I just tell you, that's crazy. Jerry already gave something to really think about, and then you came, and that one is super something to think about. I just think I'd say I got some badass look. I mean,
Look, Jerry down there apologizing. Sorry, I'm just an inquisitive person.
No, you gotta be sorry. It's opinionated, free questions over here, Jerry. Don't apologize. You just
hey, Liz. Sorry, I had to say hey to Liz. I saw Liz.
Hey, Coach from Scott, Liz, Chris, everybody that's in here. Hey, check it out though.
Hey, Scott. I'm sorry, Scott, not Liz. Sorry, Scott. Go ahead. I do that all the time.
I'm gonna ask the fellas something. That's why I ain't buying this safe word stuff.
Hey, Mickey. Go ahead.
or ladies, it could be either one. You could be in a predicament and catch a cramp, a trolley horse, or whatever you want to call it. You gonna shake that thing out, or you gonna give it a damn good go at it. But you ain't no safe word. It depends on the situation. You might not stop.
But that's what the safe word is for.
But if you got a whole damn cramp in your leg and you over here on one leg, but you still trying to, you think a safe word, what you gonna say to that person? Hey man, leg. Then
no, the safe word is supposed to be known beforehand.
Okay, but I know you
pineapples.
if it's jumping off right, ain't no safe word. Say word when I'm finished. That's gonna be the same word, but I ain't gonna even get deep into that. But hey, just ask us. I like to. I knew you was cool.
Man, listen.
Look at that.
I'm sorry, Scott. I know I called you Liz. I'm sorry. I could barely see because I got my laptop a little further away than usual. Blame my old lady eyes, please. This what happened when you in the AARP phase in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about that.
Rob, maybe instead of live and direct, we call it we give it another name. Like
y'all to just blame some of this stuff we talk about on our age, y'all. We just don't pay no attention to us.
Geriatric dreams or something like that.
Hey, we might be changing today to live and direct. Y'all heard it here, man. Cause I think tonight we got so direct, boy. Oh man, boy, my head is about. Oh, Scott said you called him Liz.
Yeah, I did. I do that all the time because what happens is I just glance and I look away, and if I can't see it, it's because their names is usually, it's not like 2 words or 3 words. It's all one. So when I see Cruz, I just assume it's Liz. But then when I looked at the time, I'm like, oh no, that's Scott. I was looking at the time. I'm like, Liz is asleep. 10 o'clock. Liz is gone. You deserve it, YOLO. You have great content. Yes, she does. What happened? Go up.
She said she just asking for a friend congratulated on the go with YOLO for hitting 5.
Yes, she did.
Subscribers. And YOLO, this is the first time I've done it tonight. Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations on that. And she went back and thanked just asking for a friend. Thanks for her help. Now, I'm going to say on a serious note, Rico says, I say stay there and call 911 because there ain't no way to get out of that.
Nope. Daggone show ain't. And see, and that's another thing. It ain't got nothing to do with this topic, but because we talking about it. That's something else. Y'all need to watch out who y'all be dealing with. Like, even those that's doing a little side hustle and trying to do stuff like that, you got to look at the age of these folks. Like, you got to find out what medication you on, because if the person is like, they about to croak, you can't afford to be stuck there. That you asking for, you got to think about everything. Be like, what if something happened to this person? What am I going to do? Some people don't think about it.
Nope.
Congratulations, YOLO.
And she said, thank you to Keisha, which is just asking for a friend. All right, y'all. This is what I was looking for. You deserve it, YOLO. You have great content. And then YOLO was thanking her. So, y'all, man, let me see if I got anything. Now, I do want to hit this real quick. We looking at, this is going to be super quick, y'all.
Okay.
A side hustle. For anyone out there, I know I hear a lot. I would do a YouTube channel or something like that, but I'm scared to get in front of the camera. Get a podcast. You don't have to be in front of the camera. You could talk to you. And people are stuck in traffic. Where I live right now, they're putting up apartments and homes and subdivisions. And I haven't really seen too many streets being built, which is telling me that there's going to be even more of a commute time. People are paying subscriptions to have something to do. They're tired of hearing the same songs on the radio. They want to hear something that make their mind think and make the time go by. So look at that. A lot of people, I tell you, probably mentioned that. I'm not going to go back over there. Selling digital products. Are you good at possibly making courses? I know. I'm not saying she's gonna ever do it, but I could see Tanya probably doing some spreadsheets or something like that. I've worked with just asking for a friend on some of the stuff she do. I'm not gonna get into that, but are you good at that? You may have a side hustle and don't even know it. Print on demand. Print on demand is getting a little outdated, y'all. I'll be honest with you. I read an article and the guy said in a whole month he made $40, and that's basically just making t-shirts, sweatshirts. I'm not saying don't do it, but you have to have something that's extremely marketable. One thing people don't think about is reselling collectibles. Me and Tanya talked about it right before. I know that's a little improper English, sorry. But we talked about it right before this. Some people, and I couldn't understand. I said, Tanya, do you believe people rent their clothes? And when she broke it down, it made a whole lot of sense. Mm-hmm. How many people got clothes in their closet right now that they just don't want to throw away, but they know damn well they ain't gonna never wear them again. They waiting on it to come back around, crisscross, so you can turn your clothes inside out. Might not ever happen.
Yeah.
So
people will rent it, and if they like it, they pay you to keep it.
Yep. And right now, if you have stuff in your crib that you know you're not using, picture frames, anything, man, I don't care what you got out there. I had to ask somebody the other day, what's the difference between a yard sale, garage sale, and a estate sale? They said estate sale just got more prices. So if I ever have a sale, it's going to be an estate sale. I don't care if I'm selling it out of a barn. I'm having an estate sale, But right now, with just that, people, if they ain't getting it in the store, they're thinking they're getting a good deal anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell you, I ain't got nothing else, man. I think this here, boy. Whoo.
I think we covered a lot of side hustles or whatever, because I tell you, I never thought that it is so funny, because when people find out what my channel is about, they actually think I drink every day. I do not. I can count how many times a week I drink. And usually, unless I'm sipping on that live on Tuesday, I sip today, so you may see me sip again tomorrow. But after that, I'm not touching. I don't even come in the basement, believe it or not, unless we having an event, a function, or I'm recording something. Other than that, I got bottles now that the seal is still on them. I still got videos to do.
Wow.
It's just still just sitting. Matter of fact, hold on, I'll show you this. See all these bottles?
God.
I gotta do something with those. More to come, y'all. But that's just an example, of I have the stuff, but I'm not drinking it like that. Some people be like, man, I'll be making me a cocktail every day. Man, your liver would be like, sit your ass down. Your liver will be like, I think you better not, and with me, I drink for the taste anyway. I have to be in the mood to drink, and I'm a social drinker. I don't drink by myself. Like if I'm not at a party, or if people are not over, or if I'm not out somewhere, I'm not drinking anything. I sip because I'm talking to y'all. I'm socializing, but other than that, I ain't touching it. I'll grab me some water real quick. So, yeah.
And I like how you put that real quick, Tanya, because, a lot of times just because a person does something on their channel, that don't mean they're engaged in that every day, all day. And the reason that Tanya, Event Yours, is bringing this up, because her channel is about spirits and making drinks. And, just because she's making a drink, don't mean she drink. Matter of fact, the bar wouldn't be that full if she was making drinks.
Facts. I'm like, I wouldn't have nothing.
Yeah, it would. it wouldn't be nothing there to make drinks. She wouldn't even have a channel. So, again, stay in your own lane, go over there and have some fun. Speaking of which, tonight, man, it was great to have so many people in one place. No negativity. People spoke their minds. They spoke their opinions. No one got upset, and just because one person thought one way and they didn't agree, if someone felt like that, they kept it to themselves or they left alive. So I really appreciate everyone that came in here and commented. I say all the time, a live stream is only as good as the people in the comments.
Yep.
I don't care how good Tanya is. I don't care how good Rod is. It's hard. We can sit up here and talk to each other, but we feed off the engagement of the comments. And I know tonight, Tanya got a whole lot of people goes that's going to be applying for new jobs tomorrow. I want to wish all y'all good luck.
Y'all let me know how y'all feet do. Let me know what your feet do.
You can come back to the live, any live I may be doing, and just say pooper scooper. I'm gonna remember, just say, don't say the OL. Just you can put that or put toes. People gonna wonder what y'all talking about, but we gonna
be like hashtag toes. Hashtag
we gonna be right here. And make sure y'all go to Tanya and let her know too. Let her know. Don't just come let me know. Let both of us know. And what we try to do here is just have thought-provoking fun, opinionated fun. And oh man, we had a lot. I saw Sweet Juicy came in. TJ Destiny.
Sweet Juicy. That's the name, Sweet Juicy.
No, Sweet Juicy's athletic leisure wear. She does modeling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, I'm from the South. I ain't got it. Her name is Dallas Sweet.
Oh, Dallas Sweet.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry I said it like that. I just said Sweet
Dallas.
Man. Yo, man, great content creator. I've been trying to get on the channel, but one day I'm gonna get on here for a conversation. Speaking of which, I'm trying to morph my interviews, as we call them, into conversations. I'm gonna still ask questions, but I like when we just sit down and talk. And who else we got in here?
So we did get bad weather, not bad weather. It did snow today. We had a tornado warning today. I'm driving to work. Of course, TJ called me on the phone. Everything good? I said, it's fine. It ain't Kansas. We doing good. So I get there and I have this big window in my office. So I'm working and then all of a sudden I see rain. Then I see the sun. Now, mind you, it was 60-something degrees this morning. By the time 2 p.m., 3 p.m. hit, it is snowing and it is 36 degrees outside. Now, it wasn't the snow that stick to the ground, mind you. And it almost felt like more like sleet snow, like that rain snow, not the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I was just like, yeah. And I'm only saying that because Keisha was asking me, did I get bad weather today?
Yeah, I put it back up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't just be talking out the side about next. Usually it's a comment that we'll see, and we may Tanya will see it before I do because she know it'll take me a year to get to it.
I dropped my link for you, Evolving Lady. I'm assuming.
Here's another person, y'all. The link has been dropped. Please go check out Event Yours. I'm telling you, it's a few places. If I'm not here, 9 times out of 10, I'm in one of these content creators that are in this. Speaking of which, if y'all feel free to put hashtag content creators. Matter of fact, if you're on my channel from now on, put hashtag content creators when you come in. I don't care which channel it is. That way people may want to go over and look at your channel, see what it's about. You know, I saw Just Asking for a Friend drop everyone's link that was in the chat the other night. And I don't expect nobody that's a moderator to ever do that. Ever, and I know Tanya doesn't either. So it will make it easier on people. They see hashtag content creator. Don't leave them alive now, because I'll ask this in a minute. But take a picture, do something, and then go over there and check them out. It's a lot of talent in these YouTube streets, y'all. House of X, they had rain all day, and I was watching TJ and Janetta Embry. They said it was snowing in Alabama. And yesterday, y'all, I was sitting outside with a dry fit shirt and some sweats on. I came in, went back outside. Yo, it was, it said it was 42 degrees, felt like 22. And I was like, man, you know, that's certain type of weather, you know. And here it is right here. The link has been dropped for Tanya's channel. She had already dropped it. There you go. Look at all these content creators coming up, man. Hashtag content creator. Look at that. Y'all, we got to start spreading the love. You know, it's a lot of people out here putting out a lot of good information.
Yeah.
Tanya's one of them. I'm one of them. We come together, Just Asking for a Friend. We come together. TJ's Destination. All these content creators in here. But, man, we can't get the information out as we hate on one another. Let's just show each other respect. I ain't say you got to love everybody, but just show them respect. That's all I'm asking.
So we doing another one, Rod.
What? Oh, we got another one? Another job?
Another 24-hour live stream coming up in 6 months.
Y'all heard it here first. Maybe second. She probably already said it on her channel. I know.
I didn't.
Oh, y'all hearing it here first. For anyone, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. And she asked me. I don't even think she asked me. I don't remember. The only thing that I noticed was the people that took advantage of the 24-hour live were newer content creators.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing wrong with us seasoned people getting on there. Number one, being up on the panel and just telling people about your channel to get exposure. Number two, being in those comments, because I saw a lot of information, and I could tell you, I'm working, just asking for a friend. My co-host on the classroom been in the game 4 or 5 months, and I've learned so much from her. So I went to that 24-hour live stream that Tanya hosted with Fats and Tree. I learned so much in there, man. Did I have to stay the whole 24 hours? No, but I tell you what I did do. I watched, I went to bed, I got up, I watched some more, I closed out the show, and I had a damn blast. That's all I'm saying. Well, what we at in here?
Oh, TJ, the date for it, Fats and Tree and I want to announce it at the same time. But it will be in 6 months. I don't have the exact date, but I can tell you that I think we scheduled it for I can tell you the month though. I think it's going to be in October. It will be in October, but we don't want to say the date yet. We're trying to do some other things. We are also doing like a review about the one we just had. That one is actually going to occur. I think it's the first Saturday of April 4th, I believe it is. So we'll be talking about it then. But yes, we would like other co-hosts and all that type of stuff to come up there. Yes, and even though you're a co-host, your channel still gets promoted. But we also would definitely like for the folks that participated, that we promoted, actually you all will be receiving some form of a survey or not a survey, but for you to come and join us on that live that's coming up in the next couple of weeks to tell us how has your channel grown since then, because the whole thing is, did it work? Did going live stream for 24 hours to promote, did it help promote your channel? Did you get more subscribers? Did you get more views? Did more people connect with you? That's what the whole purpose is. So that's what's coming up. That's it.
Y'all heard it here. And I just dropped, I am blessed to work with two of the smartest. I don't want to not give them their due diligence and say women. I have the privilege to work with two of the smartest individuals I've ever worked with. And I worked with a lot of people in my life. And that's Tanya on this channel with Live and Direct, her channel, Event Yours, and Keisha Just Asking for a Friend. And y'all, these women keep me in line, but more importantly, I learn from them, man. And I don't reach out to them as often as I should, and I'm not, because they do have busy lives. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna make sure I haven't missed anything so I can get my sister out of here, even though she don't want to let me be in their family. I'm gonna talk to Timmy about it. He's gonna tell me no too. But y'all, man, I just dropped that real quick because I know how hard it is to drop. She dropped Tanya's link and some other links, but it's hard to drop your own link. So I went ahead and actually she did do it. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I knew as soon as I said it, I thought it was hard. She was gonna prove me wrong. I'm good for the 2nd, 9th, 16th weekend of October to co-host. All right. Well, y'all, 22 real homies in the crib. Do your boy a favor. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. Points Blank Experience. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Event Yours. Go and watch the shortest video. Hit the like button. Leave a genuine comment. Don't just do a thumbs up or great video. Say something about the video so the subscription will stick and we can all continue to grow and prosper as a unit. And when I say unit, I'm not over here. When I say brothers and sisters, I'm not necessarily talking about skin color. I'm talking about people coming together and wanting to grow and wanting to excel and wanting to succeed. With that being said, I ain't gonna even tell you if it's all right with you. I ain't gonna even do no music and all that. We just gonna raise up. But should I do some music? What you say?
I need some music.
All right. Well, I ain't got no words, and I ain't got none of that event yours stuff going on.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Anyway, and the answer, Des, was 10 hours. So we'll be splitting it up into 2, but it'll be right back to back. We'll come off and come back on. I just had to answer his question that he put up there, but we'll answer all those questions in the next couple of weeks with the review. But I think you got some music. You got some outro music, Rod.
All right, well, I'm gonna play this because it does feature Pretty Timmy and Tanya, and I'm on a search. And for y'all that just came in, I worked feverishly to put my co-hosts, Tanya and Keisha, on a slide on my intro, and some kind of way I messed it up. So this is for anybody that's interested in being a special guest on the Points Blank Experience. You have your opportunity to reach out to me on Instagram at Points with an S, Points Blank Experience. That's because I went to a bad school system. Now, hit me up on Instagram with Points with an S, and I'll tell you how that name came up. Much love, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye, y'all.